What if I told you the next World Cup champion might not be Brazil, Argentina, or France? What if the team lifting the trophy in 2026 is one that nobody saw coming? Sounds crazy, right? But history has proven it before, and the 2026 World Cup is setting up to be the most unpredictable tournament ever played. Welcome. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is unlike anything the sport has ever seen. 48 teams, 3 host nations, 16 cities, and more opportunities than ever before for an underdog story to be written. Because the World Cup has never cared about favorites, it devours them. Today, we are counting down the top 10 nations that could absolutely stun the world at World Cup 2026. These are teams with the talent, the momentum, and the burning motivation to go all the way and leave the football world speechless. Number 10, Turkey. Turkey haven't been at a World Cup since 2002, when they finished third. But Turkish football is in the middle of a real revival. At 2024 Euros, they reminded the world they are not just participants, they are competitors. Pacey, creative, and driven by an enormous passion for the game. Don't sleep on Turkey. Number 9, Ecuador. This South American side has been quietly building something special for years. They've qualified for back-to-back World Cups and showed in Qatar 2022 that they can compete with established nations. Solid defensively, dangerous on the counter, and completely underrated by almost everyone. Ecuador could be the banana skin nobody expects. Number 8, South Korea. 2 words, son, hear me. South Korea reached the semi-finals on home soil in 2002, and with one of the most deadly attackers in world football leading the line, the firepower is real. They are organized, disciplined, and completely fearless on the biggest stage. Any opponent who underestimates them will regret it. Number 7, Senegal. Africa's finest, African champions. A squad packed with pace, power, and players competing at the very top of European football. Senegal bring an intensity to every match that is almost impossible to handle. They are not a surprise story, they are a genuine threat, and they know it. Number 6, Japan. Here is a fact that genuinely shocks people. Japan knocked out both Germany and Spain in the same World Cup in Qatar. They did it with brilliant tactical discipline, lightning fast transitions, and a squad full of players starring in Europe's best leagues. Japan have graduated from underdog to danger zone. Any draw with Japan is a problem. Number 5, Ukraine. Football and national identity are one and the same for Ukraine right now. They play with an emotional intensity that is almost impossible to stop. The technical quality in this squad is real. The resilience is extraordinary, and the motivation goes far beyond football. That kind of spirit can carry a team places that pure talent alone never could. Number 4, Australia. The Socceroos reached the quarter-finals in Qatar 2022. They knocked out Denmark and pushed Argentina's executioners to the absolute limit. With a growing pool of professional talent playing across Europe's top leagues, Australia will once again be a nightmare draw for any nation that takes them lightly. Number 3, Canada. CO hosts. Home crowd. Elite talent. Alphonso Davies is one of the best left-backs in the world. Jonathan David is a clinical finisher operating at the highest level. Canada qualified for their first World Cup in 36 years in 2022 in 2026. They will be playing at home with something to prove. That combination is genuinely dangerous. Number 2, Morocco. They were the story of Qatar 2022. They dismantled Belgium. They eliminated Portugal. They became the first African nation to ever reach a World Cup semi-final. Morocco are no longer a surprise, they are a standard. In 2026, they come back with even more experience and a hunger that has not been satisfied. And number 1, the United States of America, home soil. A young, exciting generation of players developed in Europe's finest clubs. Pulisic, Reina, with this group has been building toward this exact moment for years. The energy of hosting a World Cup at home, with packed stadiums and an entire nation behind them, can do things to a football team that nothing else in sport can replicate. The USA in 2026 is not just a fairy tale. It is a legitimate possibility. Here is something worth thinking about. Since 1998 World Cup 2026. Drop your pick in the comments right now. I read every single one, and the best answers always surprise me too. If you want more World Cup 2026 breakdowns, player profiles, and football history explained clearly and passionately, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the greatest football tournament on earth is almost here. and we are going to experience every moment of it together.